How are we doing today, everybody? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Filecoin, and we're going to take a look at first of all, what Filecoin actually is. And then we're going to take a look at a couple of the short-term and long-term charts for Filecoin to see if we can have any clues to what it's going to do next. And third, we're going to take a look at a couple news articles that have recently came out on Filecoin that look actually pretty bullish going into the future. All right, so first, we're going to jump on to what actually is Filecoin. Now, Filecoin, basically, to sum it up for you guys, is it allows users to sell their extra data storage for profit, right? So any extra storage that say a user has that uses Filecoin can go on and rent their storage to other users that need extra storage and inherently make income off of that. Okay, so that's basically the summarization of what Filecoin actually is. How they summarize it in their kind of terms is Filecoin is the decentralized storage network designed to store humanity's most important information. Okay, so that's their more of overview, high view of what they actually would call what Filecoin is. Now, you can use Filecoin to store and retrieve data. So you can use, like I said earlier, you can use other people's storage to go and store your storage on their storage, right? And inherently gain yourself more storage, basically, to keep it in short terms for you guys. Now, Filecoin, what you can do for Filecoin is you can use it for videos, you can dab websites, podcast data, contract data, personal files, work files, public databases, HR files, whatever you guys want to do and need it to do, it can serve that purpose. That's what's so good about Filecoin. Okay, if we go down here, we can read a couple more things about it. It's basically a superior network, right? Filecoin combines with IPFS, a peer-to-peer distributed network protocol, to make a more efficient and secure web free from corporate control. All right, allows you to save files without someone else having access to those files at a corporate level. Okay. The Filecoin network achieves staggering economies by scale by allowing anyone to participate as a storage provider and compete for your business. Okay, so anyone, right, on a personal level can act as a storage provider, right? It doesn't have to just be one of these third-party companies that we've seen in the past, right, that have these cloud storing capabilities. Now you can rent out your own personal hardware and rent it out to people to store your own things. You can read up on it on filecoin.com if you guys have any more questions going on with Filecoin, but it's generally a pretty decent project. Now, if we jump on into the charts here for Filecoin, you can see a bunch of different interesting things here, right? So Filecoin, there's not a lot of data going on with Filecoin. We know that, right? On the weekly chart, there's about 50 different weekly candles. Now, if we can do our best here, we're going to take our long-term Fibonacci's to extension targets to see what are our next possible targets for Filecoin. Now, if you take a look here, from our swing high, right, back from October 12th, actually, time flies by, actually, and then you spring it down to your December 2020 low, that puts your 1.618 fib extension target right where we just topped out. You can see you got a wick above that 1.618 extension, and then you pulled back to it, and now you're getting some, we got some take profits at that area, which makes a lot of sense, especially on the weekly chart. You do see these Fibonacci extension levels be met, and you see a lot of sell pressure at those Fibonacci levels. So if you wanted to take profits, those would be a great idea to take profits at those specific levels. I always get tons of questions on, Jordan, where should I take profits on an altcoin that I don't plan on holding for the long term, but I do want to take profits over time to make sure I lock in my profits? Well, this is a good idea, right? Take profits at your Fibonacci extension levels, okay? So after we hit our 1.618 Fibonacci, our next target is our 2.618 Fibonacci at approximately about $283. So if you were to look to take profits next for Filecoin, maybe around that $283 mark would be a good level. Now that $283 mark would put Filecoin's market cap, if we take a look at Filecoin, its current market cap is 11.6 billion, okay? So it's not quite a 2x. It's a little about like a 60% gain. Probably put Filecoin's market cap just off the top of my head. I don't have a calculator here in front of me. I wish I did. I probably should, honestly. but I would probably put Filecoin's market cap at about 17 or 18 billion, which would put it at the current time, assuming nothing else actually moved up, which inherently is pretty foolish as well, would put it above Uniswap and below Polkadot. Now, do I think it's worth that much as a coin? Well, I'm not the one to tell you if I think it's worth that much. Now, is it worth more than Chainlink, which is a very, very big thing, obviously, in crypto, right? Everything uses Chainlink as an Oracle platform. So would it be above Chainlink, which is about 13.4 billion? Well, like I said, that's assuming that Chainlink doesn't move up as well. Obviously, it might be kind of overvalued at the moment after a massive run, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the future, okay? Now, if we look at the Filecoin Bitcoin pair, which we know, which really shouldn't matter. You guys know, what's the point of holding an altcoin, right, if that altcoin is not going to give you more gains than Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin inherently gives you less risk while also giving you decent gains. What's the point of holding a coin like Filecoin if it's not going to outperform Bitcoin and inherently give you more risk, right? So if you take a look at here at the charts, you can see basically what you're doing is it's just a big support and resistance flip on the Filecoin Bitcoin pair, okay? You can see you had a resistance on it all back here, right? And even here, right? Even here and here, you can see all resistance on it back there, and now you flipped it as support. You got a couple wicks down to it, and then you're also holding this area generally now as support as well. So you've actually back tested this area down here from November and the area from December and October, okay? So just a big support resistance flip, and I do see this probably bouncing to the upside at some point. Now, when? I'm not a crystal ball mind reader. I don't know exactly when, but I do expect it to get a nice pump to the upside. Now, just to say, if we went up to our wick here from April 1st, right? That would be about a 72% move upon Bitcoin, which pretty much the same thing, right? It's going to put that somewhere around a 17 or $18 billion market cap. That's assuming that Bitcoin doesn't move up any further, okay? So always keep that in mind, right? We can look at these Bitcoin, Filecoin ratios, all that kind of stuff. We can look at it in a sense that if Bitcoin doesn't move up, what's his market cap will be. But let's say Bitcoin goes up to $80,000. That would put Filecoin's market cap at somewhere probably around $20,000, about $20 billion if Bitcoin did another 20% to the upside. So that makes a little more sense. Probably we see all the bigger cap altcoins also do a good percentage move up if we saw Bitcoin do a percentage move up, right? So that is kind of the Filecoin Bitcoin ratio in the longer term. Now, just to give you a quick short-term analysis. I don't like to spend too much time on the short term because inherently it doesn't really matter. You guys can zoom out and you can see that we're in a massive uptrend here for Filecoin. But if you guys want to know what the short-term time frame is, you can see we keep making these smaller on the 4-hour time frames. Keep making these smaller falling wedges. And every single time we do break these to the upside, you can see one right here from inherently back in March. You can see another one here back in generally at the end of March. And you can see one here now throughout February, throughout April. And we've now broken this one to the upside as well. So I do inherently think that you go up and test your measure move target, which when you break out of a falling wedge, your measure move target is the first touch on the top side of the wedge, which will put you back upwards of 237 probably in the short to medium term, probably over the next couple of days to next couple of weeks, probably get you back up to 237, bearing in mind that if Bitcoin takes a major dump to the downside, you could see most of those top 20 altcoins actually also get big moves to the downside. Make sure you guys are always aware of that, where if Bitcoin does get a major pullback, we're probably going to see Filecoin, Ethereum, Cardano, all the big altcoins also take big moves to the downside. So always keep that in mind when you guys are watching these charts, okay? So that's the short-term time frame. Like I said, I don't like to spend too much time on the short-term because inherently it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day, right? It really doesn't. So we're going to jump into a couple of our news articles now here for Filecoin to see, if we have a couple of bullish things going on here. So you can see here, guys, right here on this website, we got Videocoin and Filecoin will power video NFT marketplace. You guys know how big NFTs have been, right? And now Filecoin's going to start parting the video NFT marketplace. You can see down here, just a couple different things going on here. Filecoin and Filecoin will create a marketplace for videos with non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, solving a major pain point for video authentication. So you guys know how big just the regular NFTs have been. Now Filecoin is going to be bringing out these video NFTs, which apparently have been a major pain point in the NFT market. Now, basically, the Filecoin network will start integration of its decentralized video processing network with Filecoin, which has a large and low-cost storage network to offer a platform optimized for video NFTs. So the reason why they're using Filecoin is because of the low cost associated with it, right? Because what it's basically doing, instead of using a third-party website, you're basically using other users, right? Just general, everyday, individual people to rent their extra storage. So inherently, the cost is not going to be as much as if you're using a third-party platform, right? So basically, the tech could be useful for folks like movie makers or video game streamers, right? So I'm not a video game streamer. I do stream every night crypto, but this could be a pretty cool thing for me as well. Obviously, in the past few months, NFTs have exploded in other applications, such as art, sports, collectibles, and music. But now we're seeing it in the video game, basically the video industry coming now too, which is going to be super huge, right? So that's just one of the things going on here. We also have this one here, which File is on the rise, right? Or Phil is on the rise. Filecoin's upcoming production cut alters token metrics, right? So pretty cool stuff going on here. Filecoin's sudden rise to the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap, however brief, points to its potential as it's driven by community in China. Yeah, you heard that right, guys, China. So if you'd like to look at here, where do I want to reach out here? So we know that the big thing is, obviously, you guys know Grayscale Investments announced that new funds that would invest in 5 cryptocurrencies, right? These 5 cryptocurrencies were Chainlink, Filecoin, LivePeer, Basic Attention Token, and Decentraland, right? So that's super huge news, right? We've seen what Grayscale's obviously done for Bitcoin, in particular, obviously Ethereum, but more so with Bitcoin. But it's pretty cool that they now have opened a Filecoin trust, which I think kind of points to the basic use cases for Filecoin going forward, right? We're seeing other coins here like Chainlink, obviously a huge Oracle use case. We're seeing Decentraland, right? Obviously the virtual reality land, which also has a general real world use case. We're seeing a lot of these coins that have a general real world use case kind of coming in here and getting invested by Grayscale. So really cool stuff going on here from Filecoin, which is pretty freaking cool. So basically China's market plays a defining role for Filecoin. You see China's largest trading exchange, Huobi, with 24-hour trading volume reached 24.2 billion. The volume was nearly 3 times that of Ethereum and Bitcoin in the same day. So pretty huge stuff. We saw a 3 times higher volume than Bitcoin and Ethereum over on the Huobi trading exchange, which is China's biggest exchange, which was 3 times bigger than Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's pretty freaking good. So the buying pressure for Filecoin is there. Super cool project like we've gone over in this video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to press that subscribe button down below. It says right here, like and subscribe. You guys can see my Ethereum and my Bitcoin pictures right there. Make sure you guys subscribe right down below though, seriously. Also hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it from you guys. I will be streaming tonight at 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. I promise you guys a 3-hour stream tonight, so it will be coming. So I'll see y'all in the live stream later today. Make sure you guys enjoy your absolutely fantastic Saturday. It's going to be nice out today. I'm going to be outside lunch today, so peace out, guys.